Fundamental theorems. Now, in this topic, we are going to study about we are going to revise some main topics of previous class. For example, del operator, gradient, divergent, curl. And then we are going to look for the what do you mean by the fundamental theorems and some corollary. Revision. Del operator. Del operator known by as a nebula also. It's a mathematical operator. Actually, it's not a math operator, it's actually notation in vector analysis. Main three operation of vector analysis, that is gradient, divergent and curl, are been done with the help of this del operator. Now, del operator according to the mathematics is deba by deba x I cap, deba by deba y j cap, deba by deba z k cap. Gradient. Gradient operator is the first type of operator used for the edge detection. The gradient of an image is a vector consisting of a first order derivative, including magnitude and direction. If suppose we have a function u, x, y, z, which is a scalar function of a position r cap in 3 dimension, then the gradient of its u, grad u, is equal to change of u with respect to x, change of u with respect to y, j cap, change of u with respect to z, k cap. Gradient is nothing but the finding slope. If you stand on a hillside and you look down, you'll find a slopey surface. When you find the slope of that hill is actually the grad function of your walking. Divergent. Divergent computes the scalar quantity from a vector field by differentiating. Now, let's suppose we have a function, vector function Vx in 3 dimension, and we try to find the divergence of this function, and that result into the scalar quantity as change of Vx component with respect to x, change of Vy component with respect to y, change of Vz component with respect to z. Divergence has three main basic types: positive divergent, negative divergent and zero divergent. Positive divergent means the how much the vector has been spread out, as you can see through the figure. In mathematical terms, we say that change of Vx is greater than 0 or change of Vy is greater than 0. This figure is 2-dimensional, therefore we will consider only two independent variable x and y. The divergence of this v vector is greater than 0, therefore it's a positive divergence. If vector function converge on a single point, then it's called negative divergence. Like this, if negative divergence, the change of Vx with respect to x is less than 0, change of Vy with respect to y is less than 0, that result into the divergence of V less than 0, this is the negative divergence. Null divergence, that means number of lines going up and number of lines going down are equal in quantity. Then the divergence will result into 0. This type of divergence is known as null divergence. Curl. Curl of a vector field A, denoted by curl del cross A, is a vector whose magnitude is maximum net circulation of the A per unit area. A vector is curling around a single axis and you wanted to find how much the vector has been curled around in a circle, then you have to take the del cross A. Its path will be denoted by the tangential lines shown in the figure. Now, del cross A formula has been written over here. Del cross A is equal to I cap, j cap, k cap. Partial derivative of x with respect to x, partial derivative with respect to y, partial derivative with respect to z. Ax, ay and az. Fundamental theorems. There are basically three fundamental theorems. Fundamental theorems of gradient, divergence and curl. And one more from the mathematical point of view, fundamental theorems of calculus. Suppose that fx is a function of one variable, okay, then change of integration from a to b f of x dx is equal to its final value minus its initial value. Statement says that the integral of derivative over the interval is given by the value of function at the endpoint boundaries. Gradient. Fundamental theorems of gradient. Suppose a scalar function tx of three variables. Then dt is equal to gradient of t dl. That is also the same as the calculus function, but it's depend upon the three variable, whereas fundamental theorem of calculus depend upon on one variable. The integral of derivative is given by the value of function at the boundaries. Now corollary. This integration is independent of path. Which path you take from A to B, it doesn't depend upon the result. Result will be what is the final value minus what is the initial value. Second, if final and initial value both are same, that is A equal to B, then the gradient integration gradient equal to 0. Fundamental theorem of divergence. Now, fundamental theorem of divergence statement says that the integral of derivative divergence of a function over a volume d tau is equal to the function at the boundary of the surface. That means if you wanted to take derivative del dot b and try to find over a volume, then that integration result as a value of function at the boundary surface only. This fundamental theorem of divergence is well known by the name of Gauss law, Green theorem, or you can simply say that divergence theorem. Fundamental theorem of curl. Now statement as says integral of derivative, this time curl, of a function over a surface. There is a surface and you wanted to find the derivative of curl over a surface is equal to the value of function at the boundary of the closed path, that is whole surface. It is known by the name of the Stokes theorem. Integration over a surface del cross v is equal to integration over a closed path function v dot dl. It depends upon boundary line, not a particular surface. It doesn't depend which surface you are taking, but what are the boundary lines for that surface. Second, if the surface is closed, then del integration over closed area del cross v is equal to 0. Corollary. Solid angle and del dot r cap divided by r square. D omega is equal to dA divided by the solid angle. We wanted to find the angle of this half hemisphere. D omega is a fraction of this hemisphere is equal to dA r cap. R cap is the vector, unit vector of the area, so position vector r divided by r square. Now dA is nothing but n cap r cap divided by r square dA. N cap r cap both are unit vector having magnitude 1 1, and theta is the angle between these two. That's why cos of theta. Okay. Now cos of theta is equal to 0. Cos of theta is equal to 1. Why it happens? Because n cap and r cap are parallel to each other, and that result to integration over area, closed area 1 upon r square. 1 upon r square will taken outside, and integration over closed area dA for whole sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. R square get cancelled. Omega is equal to 4 pi. Now the divergence, second corollary, divergence of r cap divided by r square. This divergence is little bit tricky because it has no values anywhere from minus infinity to plus infinity. Only it has a value at r equal to 0. To verify that, we will take the three-dimensional drag delta function. Now this del dot r cap divided by r square is equal to having a value 4 pi at multiply by drag delta function in three dimension r cap.